The Tao Te Ching, Chapter 1. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. The named is the mother of the 10,000 things. Ever desireless, one can see the mystery. Ever desiring, one sees the manifestations. These two spring from the same source but differ in name. This appears as darkness. Darkness within darkness, the gate to all mystery. Let's start at the beginning. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. Laozi is separating the thing in itself from the name, from the concept. He says that the named is the mother of the 10,000 things, which are objects in the manifested world. As soon as a concept is born, concept is a structure in the manifested world. As soon as it is born, it becomes part of the entropic decay inside the manifested world. It begins to decay little by little. In fact, it seems that concepts or living ideas are held in the beings who understand them, and as those beings die out, so they are understood less and less, generation by generation. So he says the name that can be named is not the eternal name, and no concept is an exact representation of the thing in itself, the eternal thing. But if a man has deep knowledge of something, he can reflect reality in words. A great artist, a great painter who has studied for a long time, whose life is imbued with painting, who has felt the pigments in his fingertips, who has tasted the solvents that he uses, who knows the smell of painting and the feel of painting. When he talks of painting, you feel it from within. His concepts and his ideas are living ideas from his long-suffering work, from his exploration of life. He has brought the eternal here into this coarse material universe through his effort. He has pulled it, he has spun it inside of him. And when he speaks, his words carry weight. The second verse, the nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. The named is the mother of the 10,000 things. Spirituality on earth generally is about leaving the manifested world and entering inside. But Laozi says that the Tao is the beginning of heaven and earth. In other words, what is manifest and what is unmanifest have a deeper origin. We could say that this universe is born from the unmanifest, but there is something deeper beneath both of them. That is the valley of the universe. It is the valley both of what is manifest and unmanifest. In the ideas of Gurdjieff, what is manifested refers to the first body, and what is unmanifest refers to anything higher than that. Which exists in a slightly higher plane than the first body. For instance, I would consider the Chi body to be the second body, or closely associated to it. There are actually a number of different layers there. But the Chi body with its meridians is a higher structure, a more subtle structure, that lives as if in a different world and has different laws. Third verse. Ever desireless, one can see the mystery. Ever desiring, one sees the manifestations. So we are like a gate. When we go forwards into the world and are filled with the attachment to the material, we are desiring, we're trying to cling on to these objects in the material. One sees the manifestations, and if we go backwards through the gate and become desireless, we let go of the world, we see the mystery. It is a mystery because it is unknown to us. It needn't necessarily be a mystery forever. But as we seem to be born in the stream of desire in the manifested world, anything outside of that seems like a mystery, as if we sit in a dark room and we can't see anything. But after a while we can start to see things. Our intelligence starts to work once again in the darkness. These two spring from the same source, but differ in name. This appears as darkness. Darkness within darkness, the gate to all mystery. In this manifested world, our whole lives are connected to the movement here. And the movement is part of the entropic decay. It is like we are reel, and time is unwinding that reel. Time has got its claws on one end of that woolen thread, and it is pulling it. And that is our life. Our life is the length of the thread on the reel, and time is pulling it. And as we swim in this manifested world, we have to at first go with time, go with the world, and explore as we are being depleted. As the time runs down, we explore and we learn. We fulfill our duties in the manifested world. And then, God willing, we have accrued enough knowledge, enough pain, enough suffering, enough wisdom to feel that there must be something else, and to slowly turn the light around and return to the gate and go through the gate and bond with the other side. These two spring from the same source, but differ in name. This appears as darkness, darkness within darkness, the gate to all mystery.